everyone. My name is Virginia Montiel, and I'm the Youth and Outreach Program Coordinator here at the Morikami Museum and Japanese Gardens. Today, we're going to read a Kamishibai. You can say it with me. Ka, mi, shi, bai. Kamishibai. It means paper theater in Japanese, and it's an old way of storytelling. Storytellers would go around on a bicycle to different neighborhoods, and they would carry around a box full of stories, just like this, and wooden blocks, like these, and clap them together to say they've arrived. They would even sell treats to children. And the children that bought treats would get the best seats in the front of the house. But don't worry, today you have the best seats in the house. Today, we're going to read a story called Kasa Jiso. In English, it means hats for Jizos. Today, we're going to be making a kadomatsu, a Japanese New Year decoration just like this. Click on the description to find a link for the instructions, and you can make it after the story. So let's begin. Hats for Jizos. Long, long ago, in a certain village, there lived an old man and an old woman who were very, very poor. They were so poor, in fact, that not a grain of rice could be found in their house to make rice cakes for the coming New Year's holiday. The old woman felt very sad and brought out a piece of cloth. "Now take this cloth to town, good husband, and sell it. Then buy some food with the money so we can celebrate the New Year."
I can't do that. Why, it's taken you months to weave that cloth."
"Now, don't you worry about that."
Are you sure? Well, if it's really all right with you, then I'll go and sell it.
So the old man left for town.
Cloth! Cloth! Who would like some cloth?
When the old man got to town, he walked all around trying to sell the piece of cloth. But it was New Year's Eve, and people were so busy preparing for the holidays that no one was interested.
Cloth! Cloth! Isn't there anyone who will buy some nice hand-woven cloth?
No one even turned to look at him. The old man's voice became hoarse from shouting, and as he trudged along the room, suddenly, he bumped into someone.
Oof! Sorry, old man. I wasn't looking where I was going. Forgive me.
The old man saw that the other man was selling straw hats.
No, it was my fault. I was feeling sad and not looking where I was going. Now what's making you feel sad? You see, I came to town to sell this piece of cloth, but everyone is so busy tonight that no one even stops to take a look at it.
Really?
The same thing happened to me. I came to town to sell some straw hats, but haven't sold even one. Say, I have an idea. Since neither of us can sell anything, why don't we just trade what we have? Good idea.
So without asking any questions, the good-hearted old man traded the piece of cloth for the straw hats.
Why, there are 5 of these hats, and nice ones too. That's right. Anyway, this is better than just going back home with what we have left. Well then, I'll be on my way. Now have a happy New Year. Thanks. You too, old man.
The old man threw the hats over his shoulder and started on his way home. Before long, large flakes of snow began to fall.
It's starting to snow pretty hard. Say, what's that up ahead?
He could make out a row of human-like figures standing quietly in the snow. As the old man drew nearer, he could see that there were 6 statues of Jizo, the guardian of children, standing in the middle of a field. They stood in silence as the snow fell thickly around them. The Jizos looked so cold to the old man that he began to feel very sorry for them.
Oh dear, Tomorrow is New Year's Day, and no one's brought any rice cakes for you. I'm afraid it's not going to be much of a holiday for you, dear Jizos. And if all this snow, you must be very cold too. I just happen to have these straw hats. Let me put them on you to protect you from the snow.
The old man carefully placed the straw hat on the first Jizo, the second Jizo, the third Jizo, the fourth Jizo, and the fifth Jizo.
Oh no, there aren't enough hats. There are 6 Jizos and 5 straw hats, so of course there aren't enough. All I have to put on you, dear Jizo number 6, is this thin scarf I'm wearing.
Saying this, the old man took off his scarf and tied it onto the head of the last Jizo.
Great! It's worked out just right. I wish you all a happy new year.
Then the old man walked home in the snow without feeling the least bit cold. When he got home, he began to tell his wife all that had taken place.
You know, first this happened, and then that happened. And I ended up exchanging the cloth for some straw hats, which I gave to the poor Jizos standing in the snow.
Upon hearing this, the old woman replied without hesitation,
My goodness, that was a fine thing you did. Since we don't have any special food, let's just celebrate the new year by eating and drinking what we always do. Yes, let's do that.
Tomorrow is New Year's Day, O Shogatsu. Await the hour with heart so gay, O Shogatsu. We'll feast all day and have to drink sparkling clear rice wine. Snow white rice is best, we think. With fish, it tastes just fine. The old couple felt young at heart as they sang this song, nibbling on their plain pickled vegetables and sipping hot water. This is how they greeted the new year. After eating their simple meal, the old couple went to bed early. The snow continued to fall steadily throughout the night. The old couple's tiny house was almost buried in the snow. Sometime in the wee hours of the night, the old couple heard from far, far away in the snowy silence the sound of chanting. Jo-e-ya-sa, Jo-e-ya-sa, Sham, Sham. Jo-e-ya-sa, Jo-e-ya-sa, Sham, Sham. Jo-e-ya-sa, Jo-e-ya-sa, Sham, Sham.
Good husband, listen. What are these voices? They sound to me like people carrying something very heavy.
The chanting voices drew nearer and nearer the old couple's house. Jo-e-ya-sa, Jo-e-ya-sa, Sham, Sham. Where's the house of the old man who gave the hats to the Jizos?
Good husband, the voices are saying something about hats for the Jizos. Why, now I can hear them right outside of our door.
Jo-e-ya-sa, Jo-e-ya-sa.
Oh, what a horrible sound.
The old man and the old woman covered their ears, trembling with fright, but they did not hear the sound again. Dear old man, dear old woman, stay well, please stay well. Dear old man, dear old woman, stay well, please stay well. And so the chanting voices faded away in the distance. Finally, the old couple could no longer contain their curiosity. They jumped out of bed and pushed the heavy door open. What in the world is this? Lying there in front of their door was a huge straw bag overflowing with food and presents for the new year. Rice cakes, fish, beautiful kimono, and precious gold coins. There, on the road covered over by the steadily falling snow, the old man and the old woman could make out the 6 Jizos as they slowly disappeared into the darkness. Dear old man, dear old woman, stay well, please stay well. Their voices faded away with them. Meditashi, meditashi. And so the old man and old woman lived happily ever after. The end. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the story. We also hope you enjoyed making a kadomatsu craft, just like this. Feel free to show us your creation on social media with the hashtag MORI Stories. See you later. Mata ne!